members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Vice Chancellor of Fijian National University, Professor Nigel Healy, Pro Vice Chancellor Learning and Teaching, Professor James Pounder, Pro Vice Chancellor Research, Professor Mohini Singh, members of the FNU Senate, professors, members of the FNU Senior Management Group, graduates, family members, sponsors, and invited guests, Bulavinaka to you all. Professor and members of the Council, thank you for inviting me and the kind words of wisdom of welcome. I am delighted to be speaking to you all today, as academia is also an important part of my life, or has been part of my life, and probably constitutes the most important aspect of my life. And it does brings back good memories. I take this opportunity to thank again the FNU Council for inviting me for this important event, a defining moment for the lives of the graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony is the most significant and meaningful occasion in the university's calendar for our graduates, and I would like to thank you all for honoring the achievements of our graduates and sharing in their happiness. It is also a day which is very important for the university, as it's a day where the university recognizes and takes account of its output. I want to also thank the parents and welcome them here today for gracing this special occasion. It is a day where their dreams are seeing to materialize, a day that they've been tirelessly waiting for, a day that they have worked very hard throughout their life, and a very happy moment and occasion for them today to see their children here finally graduating with a stock of knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want to begin by speaking directly to the graduates and starting by congratulating you today. I join with your parents, families, our government, and sponsors, as well as the friends, in celebrating your achievement today. You carry the flag of a unique university. We wish you the very best for the future. Make the country proud through your contributions, especially by being hardworking, innovative, committed, and above all, ethical in your future work and leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel proud seeing all these young, brilliant faces today. This is where our thinking community is, where most of our brightest minds are. They are the critic and conscious of the society. They're supposed to guide the society, guide us, the policymakers, and wish to remind you all today that you have a daunting task ahead of pushing the frontiers. If we are to remain competitive in the market, if we are to progress, if we are to remain relevant and not being left out, then you will play a very critical role. This is why we, the government, we put in a lot of resources to tertiary institutions, despite being an emerging economy with its own sets of problems and constraints. I've raised this matter as I wanted to jog your memory and remind you of how important you are to our Fijian society. Ladies and gentlemen, while you have acquired a stock of knowledge, but knowledge doesn't end there. The society is dynamic in nature, and therefore, every now and then, you will have to verify the existing stock of knowledge that you have. You will have to continuously think big, and see how you can continuously acquire new knowledge to adapt to the changing society, changing needs of the market. So, ladies and gentlemen, today's ceremony will see also a very important ceremony in terms of seeing the first lot of veterinary graduates coming out after completing the 5.5 years of studies. You don't see too many veterinary colleges throughout the world. It's a very costly program, and government some 6 years ago took a very bold step in accepting the proposal from the university to go ahead and establish a veterinary college where the university will produce veterinarians to assist the countries deal with issues, challenges in the animal sector. Ladies and gentlemen, for so long, small developing countries have been struggling to hire or also send their students for veterinary training. And no longer that issue will be there, as our own university, our own national university now has established its own veterinary college, where they are now producing graduates in veterinary science. Government does recognize that quality of graduates is what will define the ability to deliver at the workplace. And it is in this regard that government has also provided funding to the university to establish its own veterinary hospital. So government will continuously interrogate the quality of graduates coming out of universities, and we will see what it needs to improve the quality of graduates, and to also ensure that these graduates are relevant. And therefore, government will put in resources to ensure that our national university is second to none. Our national university is the largest university in the entire Pacific region in terms of student numbers, in terms of staffing, in terms of range of programs, in terms of course, the levels of the program, which is also by other universities. And also in terms of campuses, this university has the largest number of campuses than any other university across the Pacific. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a day where the university and the university academia will feel proud that their hard work, their contribution towards the teaching and learning environment has resulted in a stock of knowledge which will be out in the market, contributing to pushing the frontier, to contributing to the growth and development of the country. So it's a proud moment for the university. Ladies and gentlemen, most of you know that FNU is the largest, is the oldest university in the country. It is an amalgamation of the existing teaching and learning institutions. Some of them started way back in 1885, the Fiji School of Medicine. And today the university is now holding a total of over 20,000 students. It is unique in the sense that it's a dual sector university. It has both the higher education as well as the TVET program. And that unique nature of the university makes it very attractive to students or potential students. Ladies and gentlemen, the FNU, together with the Fijian government, aims to achieve a number of things in terms of educational accessibility. It is for this reason that while establishing the national university, government also noted that financial accessibility is very important, and therefore established the tertiary education loan scheme and the toppers program, where students will not have any issue in terms of funding their studies. Government and any of the members of the private sector, members of the civil society organization, will always be watching the university in terms of excellence and the quality of the product. So we want FNU to be a world-class university, but to be a world-class university, to be amongst the ranked university, it just won't happen overnight. We do understand it will take time, and all parties need to play a role, particularly the academic, the faculty members, in terms of creating a learning environment, in terms of research and publication, in terms of publishing and creating new knowledge and publishing in ranked, peer-reviewed international journals. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important that we continuously interrogate and watch the research impact of our publication, and it is in this process students will also take pride and also differentiate themselves if they are able to involve themselves in this research work undertaken by the faculty members. It is for these reasons that potential students will find that FNU is very unique. It is as I alluded to earlier on, it is the only dual sector university providing TVET and higher education. 80 to 90% of the graduates are able to secure employment. It is one of the universities where every program requires industry attachment. So it differentiates a graduate from this university from a graduate from other universities in the sense that you are able to have first-hand experience of the market before you graduate and enter the market. So while other graduates from other universities will graduate and spend a significant amount of time getting to understand and know the hands-on practice in the market, our students, the FNU students will be able to experience and understand the nuances of the market when they undertake the industrial attachment as part of the program which is required before they are eligible to graduate. We facilitate this, government facilitates this through subsidies and grants which ensures that the tuition fee is not on a cost basis, but it is much, much lower than what it would be without government subsidy or government grant. So eventually what I'm saying is that the graduates are work ready, employer ready, and that differentiates the graduates from the other universities. Ladies and gentlemen, the government will continue to ensure that every child, every parent's dreams are fulfilled through ensuring that the child is able to get a space in the university, child is able to get quality education, and the child's qualification is relevant to the market. And to the extent that the qualifications offered by FNU is geared towards the entire world market rather than just local market. Again, back to the graduates, as you prepare to move to the next stage in your life in terms of joining the labor market, in terms of going and establishing your own business, in terms of thinking big and be part of the private sector, establishing and be part of the corporate sector in terms of pushing the frontier in the economy. I encourage you to reflect upon your experiences during your tenure here at the university and consider how best you can utilize the valuable training in the future. Employers are looking for thinkers. Employers are looking for those who will come back and push the frontier rather than picking up a template and being a template-driven graduate. So you will have to, when you join the labor market or when you go and establish your own business, own practice, the market will look for the consumers. Your clientele will look forward in terms of how you can better deliver that particular service, how you can improve the quality of the service, how you can fulfill the demands of your clientele. The future does hold promises, but the future is not as simple as you may think. There are a vast majority out there who have been waiting for you to provide them leadership, create new pathways, lead them to prosperity. But this is not a task that easy to fulfill. It will be filled with obstacles and challenges. And you'll have to be bold, you'll have to think big, be positive and continue researching. You will succeed, but it may not be in your terms and in your time frame. So I wish you all the best. And I do look forward to interacting with you in my capacity as Minister of Agriculture, Waterways, Environment, Rural and Maritime Development. So with these words, again, I join the university community, your parents, in congratulating each and every graduate for the achievement that they've made. The real life begins now with your entering the market, both either as an employee, and I do hope that you will consider setting up your own practices or businesses. Thank you, Naka.
Isei Matakitaku. Kelera Likutava. Colinio Senikaboa. Grace Neil Chand. Maria Randruku. Merilita Mole.